And greetings everybody, weather prognosticator and meteorologist Chad Merrill taking you in through the first part of May with our weather forecast. We have a warm stretch of weather temporarily coming up Wednesday and Thursday. You can see the forecast high column on the left hand side and the record highs. Well, none of the record highs will be shattered, but temperatures will get well into the 80s across the I-95 corridor ahead of a cold front, which promises a change of seasons later in the week. Hagerstown will hit 80 degrees, Richmond 86, Washington, D.C. 86 degrees, Salisbury at 82 degrees. Our storm system for the later part of the week is developing across the western U.S. This trough of low pressure will quickly zip east. It will bring severe weather to the nation's midsection, also into the upper Midwest, and then it will transport some cold air from the Midwest into the east, and we will see our bouts of severe weather. The timing for these thunderstorms to produce gusty winds, 5 to 10 p.m. in western Pennsylvania and Ohio on Thursday, and then Friday from noon to 3 p.m. right along the I-95 corridor. Some scattered thunderstorms producing some wind gusts. But even behind the storm system, the winds will gust 30 to 35 miles per hour in the western mid-Atlantic, and across the eastern mid-Atlantic 35 to 42 miles per hour. Time frame being Friday into Saturday as some colder air pours in behind this particular storm system. So we've been talking about the cold air behind the storm system, and there's a couple of factors to back up our reasoning, including a Greenland block pattern developing, and what that does is transports cold air south into the mid-Atlantic instead of keeping it bottled up in Canada and moving it west to east. Also, the stratospheric warming event, the last one of the season, has occurred as of Tuesday, and there could be another little warming event that happens in the early part of May, as well as the Madden-Julian oscillation, which is strongly favored in the phase 8 category through the early part of May. And whenever you have that particular oscillation in phase 8, that transports the colder air into the mid-Atlantic. When we look at the analog years for the month of May, what we see is a trend towards colder than normal and more rainfall than average across the mid-Atlantic. If you want to see more details on when some of these cold fronts will move through in May, just look at page 25 of the Hagerstown Town and Country Almanac. You may be wondering, where are the cicadas? Well, we had originally forecasted them to emerge May 10th through 18th, and that is on track because we anticipated some cold weather. And as a matter of fact, soil temperatures still haven't reached that 64 degrees threshold. Central Pennsylvania, Northern Virginia, and Powder Mill in Maryland, soil temperatures are still in the mid to upper 50s, and as a matter of fact, since April 19th, the soil temperatures have actually trended cooler because of the cold spell that we've had recently, so that delays the onset of the cicadas. So therefore, we don't expect them to emerge until about the 10th to the 18th of May, so a little bit of a delay in the cicada season, which is what we had forecasted. That typhoon that we were talking about last week has now become a low pressure in the western parts of the Pacific, and that will also help buckle the jet stream. Bishop's has a running event coming up on Saturday. It's the Apple Blossom Wine and hard cider races. That's in Delaplane. We're looking for sunny skies, temperatures in the low 50s to start that race, mid 50s to end that particular race. We also have a race in Fredericksburg, Virginia on Sunday. This is Until They Come Home races. Starting line temperature 52, the end of the race 59 degrees. If you want to see what we're up to at the Hagerstown Town and Country Almanac, including the latest May forecast for Western Maryland, that link is posted on our website, almanack.com. Have a great week.